4 miles.
4 miles east of Bushton. Okay, so you're right there. So he's between Frederick and Bushton, right at that location. And what he's looking at is right over here, which is near K156, just to the southwest of Holyrood. You see the lowering there, and based on that radar indication, if that tightens up, that does have the potential to produce a tornado, and that's why the National Weather Service has continued that tornado warning. That's in effect until 6:45 for Ellsworth and for Rice County. And let me kind of get that off the map here. And that tornado threat looks like it's really kind of starting to tighten up. Yeah, just to your northwest. So you're right on K4 and looking back to the northwest, correct?
Yep.
And you just have a lowering. You don't have a tornado at this point. Got a little some radar data here that was a little way out ahead of it that we're continuing to watch. But so far it's just lowering. Okay, let's keep his live stream up here, because if this thing is going to produce a tornado, it's going to do it live right here on KAKE. He's perfectly positioned. So again, he's right here looking back into the storm. Now, is there any, looks like that you're starting to kind of get rain developing back to your west and down to your southwest. Do you think that you think this is going to close up on you here pretty quickly, or how you feeling?
Yeah, I think it's closed up on me here. And so I'm going to head east here in a little bit. I'll go wait this one out, but at the moment I'm good. But I'll eventually have to move east because of this rain. I'm not going to be able to see it.
Okay, so but yeah, you've got an excellent position. I mean, your shot is looking good right now. We see the lowering very clearly, and if that storm is going to produce a tornado, he's right on it, and he's right at K4 between Bushton and Frederick, and the storm motion is moving towards the southeast. It's not moving due east at this point, kind of more east-southeast. So this would take this tornado threat right along the county line, right along the Ellsworth County line, basically along K4 as you head over towards Geneseo. Now, by the time you get to Geneseo, we'll see if this area stays right at the county line or starts to sink a little more into Rice County. So Lyons, this is kind of your heads up to keep your eye to the north to see if that's going to move down to the south to your direction. But at this point, yeah, it looks like the last couple of radar sweeps, it's trying to take a little more of a turn to the right, so it's kind of more of an east-southeast movement and not a due east movement. And it looks like the lowering's even getting closer to the ground. Is that what you're seeing too, Levi?
Yeah, it's definitely getting closer to the ground.
All right, let's take Levi's stream full. Yeah, you got your position really well here, and so you're seeing the rotation and quite a distinct lowering. And you're sitting right on K4, correct? Now, is this north of K4 or is this south of K4 at this point?
This is north of K4.
Okay. Are you comfortable? How are you feeling about your position?
I'm good right now. Give it about a minute and a half or 2 minutes, and then I'll have to leave. Okay.
Well, it's up to you. Whenever you need to reposition. But we're definitely seeing the lowering. And how high off the ground is it? It only looks like it's a few tens of feet here.
Yeah, from my perspective, I'm thinking it's gonna. I don't even know for height reasoning, but I don't see any funnels to the ground yet. I don't see any ground contact. Okay,
that's it's quite an impressive lowering we got. So we're going to stay with it. You're looking live with our KAKE First Alert Storm Tracker, Levi Ward. He is along K4, right along the county line with Rice County and with Ellsworth County, at the only tornado warning that we have in KAKE land at the current time. And if this storm is going to produce a tornado, he is right on top of that location at this point. Now, earlier, the very large hail, looks like we just, Cam, why don't you look at the Holyrood? See that storm report just came out?
Yeah, it's
what's the hail? It's big, so we did verify it. I got to admit, I'm shocked it's that small. Yeah. Based on the radar indication, I thought it would be larger than ping pongs at that point.
Well, if you watch bring it out to Studio 5 real quick. All right, so if you watch the radar, it really looked like it was pulsing up, but if you watch a couple of those scans, it also looks like it was starting to fall apart. So I thought maybe, what if it was accumulating hail, and then it went into Holyrood, and sure enough, it's about ping pong ball. But the fact that we're seeing this large hook echo again likely means it is probably cycling again, which means we might start to see that hail size go up. But Holyrood looks like you're getting out a little lucky. We've seen tennis ball, baseball, softball size hail today. So ping pong ball, that's really not too bad. But it's nice to see that core didn't just drop on top of you with massive hail. Now I'll send it back to Jay.
All right, and let's go back over to Levi's stream. Let's just leave that up. All right, Levi, how you feeling now?
I'm going to reposition right now. it is. The rain is overcoming me right now. So.
All right, so when he repositions, put me in front of the radar as soon as he starts to move out of position here, because we're going to lose the shot of the lowering as soon as he starts to move away too. A double box until he moves around, and then we'll take it from there. So here we go with the tornado warning for Ellsworth and Rice County. He's sitting right here. And so we see he's got the rain starting to kind of catch up with him on the west and down to the south. And unfortunately, I mean, we'll see how quickly he can get over. I think he's going to get caught up in the rain here. At this point, fortunately, I really don't see any kind of rear flank downdraft that's going to knock you too bad. But now he's repositioning, so he's right now on K4, tracking due east. And I'm assuming your goal is K14 and then hustling south on K14 to get back down into position. Is that your plan?
Yes, that does sound good. Yes.
Okay. And then we got that hail from Lorraine, and this is going to be quartered to golf ball. I'm with you, Cameron. I'm shocked that it was only a golf ball and not tennis ball that rolled into town there based on some of the other data we'd seen earlier today. Let's look at the velocity mode of this. And I know the velocity data is a little bit noisy at this point, but clearly showing wind towards, winds away. So this is a rotating thunderstorm. We know it's a rotating thunderstorm because we were watching it live on Levi's stream, and that's the beauty of having live streaming with Levi doing that. And Levi has been one of our chasers for a couple of years now. Just a little background info, Levi is a meteorology student at KU. So this is what he does when he's not cracking the books. And we're glad to do it on KAKE. So we got the lowering. He's heading over to the east here. There's that tornado warning still in effect until 6:45 for Ellsworth and for Rice counties. We do have a rotating thunderstorm. You've seen the lowerings. And if it produces a tornado, Levi is in the spot where he is going to get it.